This is meat and cheese stuffed shells. Comes together in less than an hour. If you want to see how I made this, please keep watching. Okay, let me show you the ingredients you'll need to make stuffed shells. I'm just calling them stuffed shells because you can use ground beef, turkey, chicken. I'm using sweet Italian sausage. I've got one entire box of large shells. I'm going to spray that 9 by 13 inch pan. Use any kind of pasta sauce you like. My husband likes the kettle, so I have 2 bottles of that. You need some tomato paste. There's only a little bit left in that. And I've got another whole one. And then I always add fennel to my Italian spiced seasoned food. I'm going to add some regular parsley, not fresh. I got Italian seasoning, black pepper, seasoning salt, and oregano. And yes, I do put a little sugar in my pasta sauce. You need salt to boil the pasta. I forgot I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese also, and mozzarella cheese. Got cottage cheese and 1 egg. Welcome to my channel Quick, Fast, Easy Meals. I'm Jennifer. For people who don't want to cook, don't like to cook, don't know how to cook. I got my water boiling behind me. I'm going to cook that entire box of shells. That's 1 pound of sweet Italian sausage. I don't know how many shells it's going to make, but we will soon find out. Oh yeah, and did I mention black pepper? So let me turn the camera around. Let's get cooked. Okay, my water is boiling. I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. This is the only chance you get to season your pasta water. I'm going to add the entire box of shells. As I stated, I don't know how many I will need to make the 1 pound of meat. I'm just stirring that up to make sure they don't stick. And I've got my timer set for 9 minutes. The box says 9 minutes. I'm not going to go any further. Those that know me know I love my pasta overcooked. Okay, while the pasta's cooking, I'm going to go ahead and get my cheese sauce ready. My cheese filling, I should say. A lot of people stuff theirs with cheese and put the meat on top. I like to stuff the cheese at the bottom. So I'm going to beat 1 egg. Then I'm going to add just 1 small container of cottage cheese because I lightly fill the bottom of my shells with the cottage cheese mixture. And if you like creme fraiche or ricotta, I do not like ricotta because to me it gets milly when it cooks. And I'm just eyeballing this. I use this kind of Parmesan cheese as opposed to fresh. And I'm going to add some, this is parsley, and some Italian seasoning to this. I like to season it all the way through. I'm going to add some mozzarella cheese in the cheese mixture and on top. It's like a good handful. And then mix this all together. And this is what I'll put in the bottom of my shells. I like to put the meat on top because I like it meat forward. Those of you who know me, welcome back. You guys know I upload 2 videos a week and I always include an inspirational quote and a controversial joke. Most people fill their shells completely with cheese and then cover it with the meat sauce. I do it the opposite. I put just a little bit of cheese in the bottom of each shell and then I top it heavily with meat. And I like to season on all areas. So there's my sauce, my cheese sauce that I'm going to use. And if I was ambitious, or if you like it really smooth, you can put this in a blender or a bullet and make this totally creamy, but I don't mind the little chunks of cottage cheese. Okay, that's exactly 9 minutes according to the manufacturer's instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and drain this. And I'm going to add it into a water bath to stop the cooking process. Now I'm going to add my Italian sausage to the skillet. And I apologize, I forgot to tell you guys I am going to be using some fresh garlic, semi-fresh. I bought it out of the jar. I'm going to use 1 nice teaspoon garlic in this. Didn't feel like grating any today. I'm going to go ahead and cook the meat and get this browned and broken up in the skillet. And like I said, use whatever kind of meat you like. You can use ground beef, you can use turkey, whatever your family likes. This usually only takes a couple minutes just to brown your meat. And I like to add the garlic in with my meat while I'm cooking it. And I am going to season my meat as it's cooking. I'm going to add oregano to this. Not really measuring. Some black pepper. Some seasoning salt. And some Italian seasoning. And oregano. We like oregano, so if you like basil, go for it. Italian seasoning does have garlic in it, oregano, thyme, and what else does it have? That's something else in there, I can't remember. And I'm going to add some fennel to this. I always add fennel to my Italian spice, the seasoned food. So let me get the fennel. Normally, I use it in my mortar and pestle, but today I'm not. I'm just going to use about a handful of fennel seeds whole. I prefer ground, but when it's hard to find, I use my mortar and pestle. Today I'm just using whole fennel seeds. I'm just going to cook this until the meat is no longer pink. Now this Italian sausage didn't have a lot of oil in it, so there was really no need to drain it. So I'm going to go ahead and add my tomato paste. I always add tomato paste to whatever sauces I use. I like to cook it a little bit. That's why I added it off to the side. Brings out the flavor. Let it cook. Get that mixed in. Make sure the meat is broken up fairly small so I can get it inside the shells. Now at this point I'm going to add the kettle sauce that my husband loves. This is 1 jar. He prefers the kettle. And I'm going to add a good handful of sugar. We like sugar in our spaghetti sauce. That's debatable. If you don't, or if you do, please leave me a comment and let me know if you guys agree with adding sugar to your pasta sauce. I'm going to let this cook for about 15 minutes to let all the seasonings come together. Okay, let's get started stuffing the shells. Another trick I always do, I turn my jar upside down, and that allows you to get whatever sauce is left in the bottom of the jar. And then I'm going to add some more sauce to the bottom just to make sure. I wash my hands, didn't plan on that. Smooth this out. Make sure the bottom is covered with sauce. And I've sprayed it off camera. I apologize for those of you who like to see everything. Okay, so now I'm gonna start stuffing the shells. So the ones that are ugly, I'm not gonna use. So I'm gonna open them up. And I'm gonna put just a little bit of cheese inside each one, and then add the meat filling to it. This is the way I like it. Most people fill it completely with cheese and then cover it with the meat sauce. And I'm just gonna put these inside the baking dish. I got my oven set for 375. I want to do this hot and fast. That's a little bit too much cheese. This doesn't have to be perfect. This is still quite hot. A lot of it's falling out. If they rip, just grab another one. Basically 1 teaspoon of each. Whatever meat sauce I have left, I'm just going to dump over the top. And definitely taste your meat sauce to make sure it's to your family's liking. If you guys do homemade, more power to you. Probably more delicious. But my husband really likes his kettle, and I have tried to switch up and do Prego and ragu and other types of jarred sauces, and he always knows the difference. He will say it was good, but it wasn't your best. That's my oven at 375. It's up to temp. Some of these have little fragments inside. Let's pull those out. If you guys know of an easier way to do this, please leave me a comment in the comment box. This is tedious. And if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. I upload 2 videos a week. I always include an inspirational quote and tell a controversial joke at the end. I get a kick out of the jokes. I've been telling jokes for a long time. I'm over 60 years old. I've been telling jokes since I was a teenager. And it's something that I enjoy. Trying to get a good laugh. I'm gonna cram one more in here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 18 of them in this dish. And you see I have plenty more I can make. So I will do a second dish off camera. Finish this up. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese on top. And I'm gonna spoon more of the sauce on top of it. We like a lot of meat around here. Like I said, most people, they stuff it with the shells and put the meat on top. I like just enough cheese. They stuff it with the cheese. I'm sorry, put the meat on top. I like just enough cheese to give it cheesy flavor, but not a completely cheese stuffed shell. Okay. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 375 for 30 minutes. I am gonna cover it with foil. I'll come back and show you how this looks. There you have it, you guys. Meat and cheese stuffed shells. I did top it with fresh parsley. And with what was left, I got another pan, so I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the oven. I wanna thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you on the next one. And let me tell you guys my joke. A priest, a minister, and a rabbi wanted to see who's best at his job. So they each go into the woods, find a bear, and attempt to convert it. Later, they get together. The priest begins by saying, "When I found the bear, I read him some holy text from the catechism and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion." "Oh, okay. I found a bear by the stream," says the minister, "and I preached God's holy word. The bear was so mesmerized that he let me baptize him." Both of them looked down at the rabbi, who was lying on a gurney with his body barely alive. Clearly, he had had an altercation with the bear. He whispers painfully, "Maybe I shouldn't have started with the circumcision." Oh, that is crazy. But anyway, thanks for watching. This pairs beautifully with salad, garlic bread, garlic toast, Texas toast. You can also make some additional pasta and put it on top of it. This is a quick, fast, easy meal in under 1 hour. And like I said, you can substitute turkey, chicken, any kind of protein that you like. I want to thank you guys for watching. God bless. And I pray to see you on the next one. And I hope all your families are well and healthy.